Spartan Nation.
SMD Law is the official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Check them out on the interwebs at smdalaw.com or at 866-529-3537. No matter where you are in the state of Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Lower Peninsula, it doesn't matter. They have an office near you. So whether you need to send a letter to an annoying neighbor, or you're a criminal and you need defense, maybe you just have problems with elder law, check them out, smdalaw.com today. The official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Call them first, then you act.
One of the adages in college basketball is that you have to come back different, even if you got a lot of guys back, right? The idea that you can come back exactly the same and do the same year, it's very hard to do. And I'm wondering, for a guy like Cassius, who just grinded out a year and the amazing year that he had, to have Joshua back next to him, something a little different, a classmate that he came in with, how helpful that is to going through a similar grind again next year, perhaps.
You know, I just talked to Josh and Arnie. Like I said, we have a team meeting today, but I talked to Josh after. I told him to write down things that he saw from the player side of it, and since he was an assistant coach, from the coaching side of it. And I told Arnie today I want him to do the same thing, because I think those two guys, they've gotten real close together, because whenever you're injured, you rehab together, you know, and stuff. And he was telling me about some book Josh was reading, and that it really helped him during the tournament, because he was struggling with not playing. You know, Josh was struggling, but he knew he hadn't been playing since January, you know, and Arnie was a little different. And so they become very close, and I think that's going to be very important to say, what did we do, what didn't we do? Why did some guys play better at the end? Why did other guys not play as well at the end, you know? Were they worn down? Were they not doing the same things? You know what they were doing, how much time they were coming in shooting. You know, I mean, free throw shooting was a strength of ours all year long, you know. We had two of our key guys miss some free throws in that last game. If you go up 4 at halftime instead of down 2, just by making a couple of free throws, that makes a big difference in that game. So I told those guys that exactly what you said. If we're the same as next year, we won't be good enough, because other people are going to get better. And I'm having a meeting today, and then I have an individual meeting, like an exit interview with the NBA has, what mine's going to be about what you got to get better at, and you know, from strength things to shooting things to ball handling things to post moves to just a little bit of everything. So we're gonna, you know, I agree with you that our running game, I thought, was one of the best in the country. And Arnie's one of our best runners. And Josh, after struggling his freshman year, like all freshmen do, became one of our best runners. And I think of Cassius averaging, how many assists did he average?
7.6.
Huh?
7.6.
7.6. And he didn't have Nick in there, that every time he threw him the ball, 2 out of 3 were going to be assists the last, you know, even 10 games, really, in some way, shape, or form. He didn't have Josh on one wing or Arnie for over half the season, didn't have Arnie on the other. And then when he did have guys on the wings, they were more worn down. So I think if we could get back to playing guys, our running game is going to be as good as anybody's. And Josh and he will have a big part of that, and I think it will help him a lot as he and McQuaid became close, you know, again, quarterback and receiver. And I think Josh will be a lot smarter, even because he's figured out guys that didn't have as good a games or did, why didn't they, why did they. Josh is taking notes on everything. He's incredible in that area. And Kyle said today, you know, I've been thinking about those things too. And I said, well, just write them down so we have them. So next year, you know, as we're hopefully making a run, you guys can add to it with some of these things.